Hey y'all, hey. My name is
Hey.
Hey. Welcome. My name is Kimberly Stovall, affectionately known as and often referred to as just Stovall. Today I would like to introduce you to some of my awesome castmates that I will be sharing the mic with. Let's jump this thing off by having them introduce themselves. Mo, I'll start with you.
So I'm affectionately called Mo by those who know me pretty well. But my other name is Mario. So uh, this situation, this podcast situation, is kind of a brainchild for me. As I was trying to explain to the group earlier, that this is probably like the third or fourth revision of it. Just first time to actually take it to the finish line, and so I'm really excited about that. Um, yeah, so that's me in a nutshell. I sit back and I like to think I was a creative on certain levels, but yeah.
We appreciate this and I definitely enjoy being here. Mama Kim, let's start with you.
So just like Kim said, or Stovall, because it's two Kims, and we already talked about this. So I'm gonna go as Kim, but to Mario, I'm Mama Kim. To my son Pierre, I'm Mama. To a lot of people, I'm Miss Kim, but I am very happy to be here. My biggest thing is to bring the food side. Mario told me today. So I'm gonna talk about a lot of things, food wise, things that I enjoy to eat, the things that I like to cook for other people to see how they enjoy the things that I bring to the table. But I'm also gonna bring just that other light side of just being a mama and of grown children and how much I love them and appreciate them bringing me a better life. So that's me.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Hayward, let's start with you.
Hey y'all, well, I'm Hayward. I don't have all of those wonderful accolades. I'm not a parent, any of those things, but I'm just here to bring my, lovely personality and just a different take on things. I'm what you could call like a quiet storm, if you will. People like to refer to me as, I'm unassuming, but I'm just here. I'm just here, for the people. I speak on what's right and what's wrong. So that's what I want to bring to the viewers.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And Sharon, I'll have you jump on in. Welcome.
Thank you guys for having me. I am Sharon. I go by Ronnie. I'm not going to give my last name because let's just, been a little trouble past the law. I don't know, whatever happens. Um, I am also a mom. I'm a young mom, still learning. My babies are a little younger. But just to hear everybody's other opinions, I like deep conversations and I like hearing other people's takes on things. So very interested in that. I bring, I don't know, I guess my wit and sarcasm. So yeah, I'm excited to be doing this with you guys.
Absolutely no lies detected on these introductions here. As I mentioned before, my name is Stovall, and if you guys are familiar with the definition of a best friend, then you will understand why I'm here today. Mario Mo is my best friend, so that wraps it up as to my life and why I'm here today. So I wanted to tell you all welcome and welcome to this off-topic podcast. First off, let me jump in a little bit by just telling you a little bit about this off topic podcast. Of course, we'll discuss trending topics, life events, but more importantly than anything, this thing called school of life. Because, baby, let me tell y'all, life be lifing. You hear me? So, we'll have a couple of different segments within this hour. Hopefully, you can get some useful information about the things that we talk about. Kind of take it back to your neighborhoods, your circle of friends, and just kind of further the discussion. So, with that said, let's jump in. So, we'll like to start our segment off each time with a segment called Speak to Me. Today, within our segment Speak to Me, we'll kind of be discussing a certain word and what that word means to you, how it resonates to you, with you. And the word for today will be thankful. So for this one, Mama Kim, we'll jump it off with you. When you think about the word thankful, what is something that what's the first thing that comes to mind?
This is very funny because earlier today, Pierre and I were talking, and I always talk about this. And Kim, you know this, Stovall, you know this for sure. When Pierre's birthday is August the 5th, he was born 1985, and I'm always thankful for what he has done for me. Having him as a young teen parent, and then all the things that he brought to the table and made me better. I just bought a house at 56 years old.
Come on now.
And Pierre kept saying, well, Mom, come on, come on, come on. And I was like, no, 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 I'm not. The thankfulness came from how he just kept pushing and said, Ma, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And not only him, I have 2 other children, but people don't know about them other kids because they ratchet. But I have, but Pierre just really just sat by my side and just said, Ma, let's just try it. If it don't work, it don't work. And we went and talked to a builder, and I had a house, and I have a house. And even today we was talking, and he said, Ma, you laughing in your own house. And I was like, you know what, Pierre, I'm thankful for what you have done to make me realize that I can do it. So just thankful for just having family, having kids that always encourage me, and thankful for just being able to even come to be in this podcast. Because I'm like, you know, sometimes, because if my mama, if I asked her to be here, I'd be like, mm-mm. But the encouragement that my son, who is Pierre Eiffel Meredith, gives me every day, I'm thankful for. So
That's good.
But I had another word because I said beautiful too. So when I looked up thankful to go along with,
I love the enthusiasm. I love the enthusiasm. Come on, beautiful.
beautiful. And it just doesn't mean as a woman. Beautiful could be handsome as a man. Beautiful could be you saw a flower and you thought that was beautiful. Beautiful and thankful goes hand in hand. So because of that, that was my word also for today. Beautiful.
All right. Thank you, Mama Kim. Thank you for sharing that. Absolutely. Ronnie, jump on in there. When you think about thankful, what comes to mind?
Um, okay, so thankful. It's easy to get caught up in the everyday, and what you have and what you don't have or what you want to do better, especially being like Miss Kim said, a mom, like okay, so I do a lot with the kids. The kids are busy. I guess for me, thankful is a reminder to be grateful and finding joy and peace in what we have now and where we are currently, instead of harping on what we don't have or our wants that we will eventually get that we don't have now. Just taking the time to recognize and appreciate the present, and enjoying that time and embracing it, because stuff goes by fast. Like I have 3 children. My oldest is 15, my twins are 13. Time's moving fast. So I want to hold on to every little moment that I can with them. So just kind of being thankful and grateful in the moment, taking the time to relish in that. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. I tell you, motherhood or just parenthood, it takes over your life once you become one. That's for sure.
That's right.
Hayward, what you thinking, Hayward? What are you thinking?
So
Thankful.
for me, thankful, excuse me, I automatically go to like having a sound mind, because I think that's something that I think we all take for granted at times, like with so much going on, like just in the world, like every day, literally. I think just being able to have like your knowing that you can actually do for yourself and you don't have to depend on anyone else, just the activity of your limbs. Like I think about thankful in that sense, like you can tie it to just Jesus and just being like thankful that we're here and healthy and whole, so that is like the biggest thing for me, just because I just see so many people that are out here hurting and everything, so it's just really important to know that we are, that we have our health, and it's important to focus on our health, especially as I get older. That's how I feel, just making sure that I'm all together and making sure I can stay that way for many, many years to come.
All right, absolutely, absolutely. Mo, jump in. What about you?
So thankful for me. Traditionally, I guess great answers, guys, and great responses. However, for me, thankful has is sometimes a struggle. Not because I'm not thankful, but not it's more so because I don't take the time to really sit in being thankful. And what that means to me is that um, it's about not letting the distractions of life take you away from being able to appreciate and be thankful for everything that you have been blessed with, the people in your life that have touched you, and the lessons that you have learned and stuff like that. And sometimes for me, I don't say sidetracked, but I get taken off of that road to not fully sit in the or bask in the ambiance of being thankful, as it all encompassing and stuff like that. So for me, thankful is, I guess it's complicated at times, but I'm learning to be more thankful and to be more, I guess, appreciative as the way, since we add in words in here, to be more appreciative as well, um, as life goes on.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Too would say as my mindset changes and as I get older, thankful or what I feel like it means or what it means to me changes. So it kind of depends on where I am in my life. I would say where I am now, I would kind of jump on the same bandwagon as when you're in a black church and you hear older people stand up and they say just thank you for a sound mind and a clean bill of health. I think I'm at that stage of my life. When I think about the word thankful, I also think about um conversation pieces when somebody says when you take your life and throw all the things in a bag and you throw it in a circle and everybody's in a circle, would you pick up somebody else's bag or would you pick up your bag? I'm at a point now, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my own bag and go ahead and work through these. So just going back to different stages of my life, that word meant something different, you know what I mean? I think younger, I think thankful for me just meant tangible items, monetary things, but definitely going through things in life, living life, being a mom, being a grandmother at this point, it changes. It changes. And so I'm kind of with you, Hayward. I'm like, yeah, it's just like having a clear mind and being thankful for that, having a clean bill of health or near it, being thankful for that. So that is kind of what thankful means to me. Anybody else want to add anything else to it as others have shared?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely going to pull that bag that I threw in. I'm going to go ahead and pull that bag on back. All right. Moving on. Let's jump into some fun stuff. All right. So this segment of the podcast is going to be Would You Rather? I think this is going to show our personalities and really kind of get fun. So, Would You Rather is going to be like the Would You Rather game. On different episodes, we might do Would You Rather or we might do What Would You Do? So, we'll start this initial episode off with Would You Rather. And I kind of have three. So, before we start, before everyone gives me their would you rather, would you guys please send me your top two vices, please? Because I would definitely need that for this segment. Um, but we'll start the first one off before we get to the part about the vices. For would you rather, let's do this first one. And Sharon, I'll start with you on this one. If a church accidentally sent you
Mhm.
a $10,000 cash app by mistake, Would you keep it or would you send it back?
Baby, I'm returning that. I don't play with God or his money.
Okay.
No, 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 no. I might
Hey,
block too
listen,
many blessings, baby. I don't play with. I'm sending it back. I don't play with Jesus. No, baby, not on my watch.
you said not at all. Uh-uh.
I know how I am about my money. So can you imagine how he is about his? Absolutely not.
Okay.
You can have that back.
Oh,
Let me send that back. Yes.
okay. All right.
So
All
without a
right.
second thought, you just gonna give it back, huh?
Baby, now I'm gonna look at it for a minute and I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit with it. At first, it's gonna be like, this. Okay. Lord, I'm gonna send it back. But I had to think for it. It ain't gonna be immediate. I mean, it's gonna be that day. But I'm gonna send it back
You said I definitely gonna send
that
it back.
day.
Okay.
Because I just want to
Okay.
call my mom and stuff to make sure she ain't accidentally do it or somebody else and accidentally bless me, So yeah.
Okay. Hayward, I'm gonna jump into you with the praise hands. What would you do? You
I-
received $10,000 accidentally from a church Cash App name. Would you keep it or would you send it back?
no, I'm with Ronnie. I'm definitely sending it back. I don't have time for any bad anything coming my way. So yeah, it's going right back. I'm not even thinking twice about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Mo, what would you do? Would you uh, I would like to say on record any response he gives, I want to take credit for it, and
He
maybe
keeping it.
Let me
maybe
say,
I influenced him in my, before my journey of changing.
No, don't
so
don't give any disclaimers. Like just let him answer. It's
ooh. So I would like to think, I talk a good game. Because I'm gonna lead you down the road to believe that if I woke up found $10,000, a cash out, I'll be like, oh my god, I'm gonna keep it. But the reality of it is, I'm gonna probably, I think I'm gonna probably give it on back. Kind of like y'all thought process, not so much, I don't play with the Lord. I mean, I don't play with the Lord. I'm not sorry, but I'm just gonna be like, I'm thinking about, what about my karma is gonna be if I keep this money from the church? You know what I'm saying? What my karma gonna be if I keep this money, this, and the third? However, there's a slight clause on that though. Because in my mind, I would rationalize it by saying, what if I give a few dollars of this to somebody else, then I really didn't keep it all for myself. So then I could probably sleep good at night knowing that. And I do know, I got these two little dogs here that probably would love, live a lavish life and everything like that. So yeah, but in all reality, I would give it back, just because I'd be scared of the karma and stuff like that. And I would not consult Stovall about it, because her response would be, it's a blessing.
We'll all be on vacation if you call her and talk to her about it. You hear me?
She's gonna lead me down that road to say, well, Mario, why would you? So yeah.
How do we know? How do we know? Mama Kim, what you thinking? Please give us your wisdom.
I just started going back to church last year. I'm giving the money back. Last year I went to the altar 2 weeks in a row, giving the money back, because it's just weird to me, because I need it, I want it, and I would be thinking the same thing. It's a blessing. Thank you, Jesus. But all my stuff will probably be getting taken away because I keep that little $10,000. Now, if it was $1 million, you might not see me. But 10,000, that ain't a lot of money. Now that I'm making a lot of money, 10,000 ain't a lot. So I'm like, let me go get that back to TD. Like, TD, hey, friend.
Hey.
I'm giving this money back. Let me come cook for you. Let me get another job. So no, that money will come back.
We see where the money at right there. She's talking about, she keeps saying the little 10,000.
The little 10,000.
Little
10,000. Noted. Right.
I'm just saying, 10,000.
Okay.
That's not a lot of money now.
That karma that you guys are talking about, I'm all with that too. But I think, like, kind of like all of us are saying too, like, I don't want to get in trouble about it, but also thinking, God has a way of testing you. So we don't know if that little 10,000, if I get it back, he may have something for me
There you go.
that's way better than what I even. That
Exactly.
10,000 ain't nothing. So it's
Right.
kind of one of those like blocking your blessings, kind of
That's
like,
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this back because this.
That's right.
Now, if it was just somebody by accident that pressed the wrong number and sent it to me, not a church.
Then the situation is different
Wait
now.
a minute.
Yeah,
So
Sounds
did the
different.
so did the lesson from God change? I'm so confused right now.
Right.
Now,
I'm
if
with you,
somebody said,
Stovall.
"Oh,
I'm
this
with
is
you,
the wrong
Stovall.
number," what
So
my homie say? It's above me now.
no, 'cause that could still be Jesus testing
You
you.
right. I know. I was just. That's
I
right.
said,
Hayward,
look,
hold me
I'm
accountable.
trying to hold you accountable.
okay.
I'll send back 900 and some change.
That's right.
I said, look how the lesson, the delivery of the lesson
Switch.
changed.
It's switching.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh my gosh. Well, I would say, Sharon, it definitely would be a lesson for me. I am one that struggles with this lesson. I would say I'm still struggling with the lesson, so I would definitely I'll go ahead and put your hearts at ease and your nerves at ease. I would send it back, but it would definitely be a delay. I would definitely be trying to contact the sender because how do I know it wasn't to be? It was. How do I know it wasn't a blind blessing? How do I know? How do I know? I don't know. So yes, I would definitely be on a delay. I would definitely be trying to do my research to see if I need to send this back. So the Lord is still working with me. I'm still learning this lesson.
Tell me about
Um,
this research.
Baby
Can you
Mario
elaborate?
called it.
Can
You
you
hear me?
elaborate on
Mario
this
know who
research?
not to call. He know who's
listen,
here. He know who not
listen.
to
I'm
call.
gonna
Right.
Google the name of the facility. I'm gonna ask for the billing office. Like, are you
But
guys sending out blind blessings this week because I received this payment? I didn't want to just send it right back because I didn't know if it was like there was my name on the prayer line. I just like to have confirmation in my life, Hayward.
so
I'm
now, are
just
you changing it though? Because is it coming from a business or is it coming just from a person who cash apped you? Because that's a
a
different
church.
a
It's
church.
coming
No,
from a
I'm saying
church.
you. Okay, still a
Yeah, it's
church. I
coming
was
from a
making sure. I
church.
didn't know
So
if we had morphed into something else.
yeah,
So
it's coming from a church, and
okay,
I can see the church name on the cash app. So me myself, I wouldn't be so quick to respond. I'm just gonna keep it real with you,
okay.
and I'm gonna call the church and just like, was you guys passing out blind blessings? Was this by accident? I'm a woman with a lot of questions. So, but ultimately, if they do let me know, inform me that this was by accident, then I will send it back. So,
First
Hey,
off,
Stovall, my only question would
Amen.
be, how long would it be before you send it back?
what he said. But I got another one on top of what he said. I got something else too. Because I like how you said I want you to answer Mario's, but I'm just going to jump in here because I appreciate your thoroughness. And I say that because you said I saw on the Cash App it says the church, but I'm still gonna call and ask questions. So I just wanted to you still gonna research. So you saw the church's name, but you still I got you cut thorough.
because in
I like it.
cash app, like if they accidentally sent it, that memo line is not gonna say a accidental disbursement. It's
Hmm,
not gonna have anything.
okay. But the
So
church's name though, but it's gonna have the church's name.
no, like on your Cash App, it's gonna
Oh,
have the recipient's name. It's coming from the church. So how do I know it's
oh.
not from me, Hayward and Sharon? So I'm gonna call. I want to make sure. The Lord knows I'm a woman of many questions. I just want to make sure. I want to let Him know I'm not gonna fail this test, Lord. Now the previous Kim, I failed a lot of tests. So I'm in my life where I don't want to fail the same test. So I'm definitely gonna call to ensure that it was not for me.
That's fair.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Like I'm just not gonna be quick to respond and send it back, and they'll be like, "Oh wow, like we blessed somebody off the prayer line and they sent it back. They're not in need no more." Like I don't want that to be me. That's not me. That's not me, Lord. I'm always in need.
Now one might
Kim,
say
Kim, I'm always in need.
one might say if
Period.
they were sending it for like as a blind blessing, they would have put that in the memo as well. So I'm gonna put that out there.
Great argument.
So
Great argument.
yeah.
And I am not a woman for gray areas, so I definitely that's why I'm calling and I'm gonna confirm. You like that answer, Mo? See? I'm growing. I am growing. I'm maturing over the days. All right, great feedback, guys. Great feedback. We're going to jump into another one. Now, this one gets heavy. Are you guys ready? Woo! It gets heavy when you start talking about yourself. All right. So, if you were able to spend a week with someone that has passed away. And for that, or you would have to give up a permanent vice. Which one would you choose? Giving up one of your vices permanently or spending a week with one of your loved ones? For this one, I'm going to say, let's start off with Sharon. And Sharon, I know if nothing else, you love some wine. So if you had to give up your wine
And look out, you
permanently,
see I got a whole little bar cart back here. But yes, okay. Yeah.
permanently, no wine, no alcohol. Let's go one further with you. No alcohol, permanently. Or you get to spend 1 week with a loved one, a past loved one. Could you do it
So is this like no alcohol or anything like forever or like for like a year or 2, 3 years? This is forever? Okay. Well,
permanently? Hold on, let me look up permanently real fast.
no alcohol permanently, I would absolutely give it up to have a week with Ozella and Robert in a heartbeat. No question. Ozella and Robert, that's my granny and my papa. So
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, easy. I want
Easy.
to be, but before they get here, I want to just get a quick sip. I don't need like a glass or nothing. I could just from the bottle. Just I mean, before they take it away. But then I want my week though. Yeah, and I don't need no more. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Hayward, I
Stovall.
know you love to travel.
I do.
Mm, mm, mm. No trips. No trips ever anymore. Or would you rather spend a week with a loved one that has passed away? Which one would you choose?
This is gonna sound very selfish, but I'm gonna have to choose to travel.
Hmm.
Honestly, like because the loved one that's passed away. I mean, I had my time with them, unless
Yeah.
unless it was a situation where I didn't get like whatever time. If it was a specific loved one that passed away,
Hmm.
I'm okay. Like I'm all right because I feel like not being able to travel, like that's very like restricted. Like
Very
I can't
restrictive. Yeah.
imagine just being in one space, like So
Yes.
yeah,
No, I understand. I understand.
And I can see that.
All right.
I didn't mean to jump in on it. I see that. I like it because Harold, do you have children?
I don't have children.
Okay, so that is I can see now. If I didn't have kids or anything, I would have absolutely alcohol would have still been on the table. But
I love
my
it.
granny and my papa passed away before I had kids. So just for them to
Okay.
see me in this light and to talk and to tell them how much Sydney's like them or how much Darnell's like. So
Yeah,
if I didn't have kids, absolutely alcohol
that
would be.
makes
So
sense.
yeah, that's just it's a whole different,
Yeah.
thing with that. So yeah.
Well, Mo, how about you? If you had to give up a vice, I don't know if I don't know if I want to compare this one to your vices that you submitted, but only because I say Mario has a vice to Twitter, but like if the U.S. government shuts that down anyway, then this wouldn't. I don't think it would be as heavy. But your
It's heavy.
strongest
It's
vice
heavy, heavy.
is heavy. You said you could find you in the stress center one car ride away. Bring it back. I gotta move to Korea for it to be approved.
Right.
But yeah, one vice, your strongest vice, no Twitter, or 1 week with your past loved one. Which one would you choose?
I mean, hands down for me, I'm going to choose 1 week with my past loved one. My grandmother passed on my 17th birthday. And so I would love to spend a week with her, just kind of, I guess, just to get that time back, some of the artsy things that I do and the cooking that I enjoy came from her. So what it would, mean to me to just be in the kitchen with her yet again, especially now that I'm a little older. So then I can kind of share with her some of the things that I've learned, or, give her a little spin on, take some of her recipes and give my own little spin to it and stuff like that. And be like, you thought you knew this, but let me show you this type of situation, would be great for me. Just so, hands down, no question asked, I would definitely choose the time with my loved one for a week.
Okay, okay, absolutely. Mama Kim, jump on in.
I'm
What
with
are you
Mo.
thinking, lady? If you had to give up
Woo.
shopping, sweetheart.
Oh no,
Ooh
okay.
wee.
Wait a minute. You gave me two vices. The sweets will have to go. Now I'm gonna keep shopping. Now,
I don't want that
She
one.
gave
If
you
you
that.
had
Yeah.
to do
now the shopping.
the shopping, or 1 week with a past loved one.
I'm with Mario and Mo. I'm with Mo. When I say I just want 1 week just to say goodbye to my father. When he passed away, it was unexpected. I'm probably still in denial, even this he died in 2013. Even when my mom called, when my stepmother called and said, "Hey, your dad just passed," I'm like, "Girl, quit playing." I had a lot of regrets not saying Happy New Year's to him, just not speaking to him for that month before he passed away. So to say I can give up sweets for the rest of my life just to be with him for 1 week. And to Mo's point, my dad was a chef also, and just to show him that the love and passion that I have for food and how I can go in the kitchen and cook and just be happy, I would want him to see that and to spend 1 good week, nothing interruption. If I don't have to eat no sweets for that rest of my life, just to spend 1 more week with him, I would give up sweets. Now shopping, I put that in advice because I know your question, but I'm not giving up shopping. But I would give up all the cookies and pound cake. I got a piece of pound cake in the kitchen right now. I'll throw it away if I get to see him for one more.
Wait,
Would you
where
say
that
you
pound?
walking up to the podium and was like, "Can I choose my vice? Can I choose the vice
I got
Where's
that I
that
would like
pound
to
cake from?
wager?"
that pound cake is in the kitchen, and I was looking at it today. I was like, it's a little hard, but a little microwave it'll help it.
Oh, Mama Kim, when I come to Texas, I got my granny's pound cake recipe, baby. I can make you a pound cake out this world. I know. Listen,
Come through, boo.
I
Because
got
that's
you.
what I'm
I
talking
get
about.
you together.
You make me one too.
You too, back. Yes, you too.
Yes,
Thank
I will
you.
get you together.
Thank you.
come
I would
through.
like to take a brief intermission to go ahead and plug Brownie's Bites on here.
What brownie
Brownie is
bite?
a baker. Brownie's Bites, please look her up for all your baking needs.
Come on, Ad.
Come on, Ed. You gotta come next time with the brownies, baby. You
All
gotta
right,
come
my
through.
vice, if I had a vice, my top vice will probably be a sexual vice. And so I would say if I had to give that up to spend a week with a past loved one, which would be my dad, this is going to surprise a lot of people, but I probably would say that I would probably pass on spending the week with my dad. And the reason why is because even though it's been 11 years, that time is still very fresh to me. And I can literally remember how my mind felt going through that entire process. I know how my heart and my mind feels even afterwards, and it's 11 years old. And I don't think that I could stomach another separation from him, just to be honest. That mental warfare, y'all, it's something else. And I just don't know. I would like to say for the podcast that the sexual vice, I've already kind of gone some time without it. So it's like it's easy. So it's like it's not hard to choose, but I'm not choosing because of the vice. This would be my choice or my option because I don't know if I could stomach another going through that separation again. That was very, very hard for me. It's still very hard for me today. So yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm strong enough. So that would be
I
my
love how you clean that up, Stovall. I
Baby.
love how you
Was
clean
that
that
a
up.
good pivot? That was a good
You know,
pivot.
Pivot.
you gave us this old big picture, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about the D, it's about,
It's about
emotional
my
trauma and
mental
like,
health.
I love that. I love it.
But
I love
I
it.
have a, can I ask a question? Is that okay?
Mhm.
Because I think me and Mario had the same face on this when she said that she was. So I guess my thing is okay. So we were Mario. You and I know what she went through, and we know. So with that, we know that it wasn't sudden because cousin Garland was he was going through, but it was still you didn't get your you didn't get that closure. So even that week to really just sit and say, I mean, just to have that. And I think that that's part of the whole whatever, but sometimes that close, because you didn't get that. You didn't get it. So I know that it's still fresh.
But what I
But
will say is my daddy gave me himself every single day for 30 years. I feel like I'm stocked up. The part
okay.
that I'm missing was the snatch away. But my daddy, when I say he gave me himself every single day, not every other day, not I will catch up with my daddy later. I talk to my father literally every single day, all day long. So he gave me himself every single day for 30 years straight. So
Okay.
yeah. No.
Kim,
Hard decision. Hard decision.
you full of shit. I just want to say that. I'm just saying, my dad been gone just as long as your dad,
Yeah.
and for 1 week, just for
Mhm.
him to sit, to talk to me, to even say goodbye. Yes, it's gonna be hard, and yes, we're gonna keep it moving, but you will give up the D, baby. You gave up the D
I've gave up the D. So
to
That
be back,
closure would be worth
She
it. I
didn't.
think
She didn't
so.
give it
That
up forever
closure.
though.
but we all don't give
come
up
on,
things.
Hayward. Come on, Hayward.
We give up things. Sometimes we can revisit that, but to be with somebody that we truly love, because we only get to love somebody once in a lifetime. And for my father, if I can be able to sit and just talk to him for a week, but the dick is not my vice because I'm keeping the dick on my table. So, so that's why I said sweets, I can give that up. But to be with my dad just for 1 week, that's priceless.
Yeah.
And
It's a
I
hard
can't say
decision.
that. Like and it's hard because I still struggle. I wake up in the middle of the night, I cry, I get upset. I want him to see like the things that I've accomplished. Look at my kids. He have not seen my grown kids. He saw Pierre when he was 18.
Mhm.
So to see the things that I've accomplished from when he passed to now, that would be amazing to me. And I would give
Yes.
up a lot of things for that.
Yes.
So to say, like, girl, you like dick. To say I'm gonna give it up.
Check. I do.
Okay. So that's why I'm
All right.
like, but okay, boo, that's your opinion,
I
honey.
know, I know. Viewers, you got
Right.
to let us know. Comment below, let us know. This is a very hard would you rather. What would you do? This is a very hard one. So we'll like to know your input. Please share, giving up one of your top number one vice versus spending some time with a loved one. Definitely comment below and let us know what you think.
Pray
All
for us.
right, let's lighten this thing up. Let's lighten this thing up. When we talk about hard things, the next thing we usually do is kind of go into music and kind of, jump us off, ease our minds. So let's jump into this music. Again, yet again, another one. What is something in heavy rotation on your playlist right now? Let's start with Mama Kim. Jumping back to you.
So even when I was driving to M&I house, or the I&M, M&M, what y'all call yourself. I don't know, baby, because I said, let me listen to R&B today. Because I was like, you know what? Let me just get in a like cool mood and just listen to something nice and slow. So right now, my playlist is R&B. I don't even know the artist because I'm always be a fan of Mary J. Blige. That's the person that's going to get me through the hardest times. I even have a verse tatted on my back. So she's going to be always my number one R&B person. But today I was just listening to a lot of new R&B and I was just really calm. But now don't get me wrong. I love a little good old rap because Rick Ross, that's my baby daddy.
Okay.
But I do like a good little rap, but but tomorrow I'm gonna listen to gospel because I'm going to church. But when I leave, I'm gonna be like my son and listen to some rap. But to get me ready for the brunch. But I am on R&B kick right now.
Okay, R&B come through.
Mm-hmm.
Hayward, what you thinking? What's on that playlist in heavy rotation?
Well, first I want to say, Mama Kim, I'm gonna need you to listen to gospel throughout the week and not just on Sunday. But it's okay.
Just
It's a
one.
process. It's a
It's a
process.
process. It is a process.
God's still
She's
working
a
on
year
me.
in. She's a year in.
No, I
God's
know.
still working on me.
I know. I'm just kidding. No, but for me, I find myself stuck in like the early 2000s a lot for music. I'm also with R&B, just like Mama Kim, but in heavy rotation currently for me is a Tweet's first album, Southern Hummingbird. It's a classic
That's a
to
good
me,
one.
and I
Yeah.
just love it. Like I can listen to it all day
Smoking
long. Like,
cigarettes
yeah,
tonight. Come
always
on.
will. Yeah, that's it. So yeah,
All
that's
right,
what's in my
Hayward.
rotation.
That's a good one. You're gonna make me bring that out and put that in rotation. Ronnie, what you thinking? Heavy rotation.
So I have two in heavy rotation always
Okay.
this week. My first one is "Don't Disturb This Groove" by The System. I gotta listen to that. Listen, that's my jam. Yes,
That's it.
that's my jam.
Yeah.
And my second one that I listen to, and that's just I don't. It's just something about that gets me all in my feelings. "Praise Through" by Kiera Shear.
Okay. All
That
right.
one, I a couple times a week I gotta listen to that. That stays in rotation. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. I would say for me right now, I'm on my country kick, and I hope this doesn't come out because Beyonce is about to enter that market. But way before Beyonce was thinking about this, I've been on this country kick. I've noticed that with R&B, I went to go get a massage once, quick story, and the lady asked me what music that I want to listen to. I just told her to put on some R&B, and I found that I couldn't relax. I found that I was listening to the words because words mean a lot to me, and I couldn't relax because of what they were singing about. And I noticed that with country music, just from a female standpoint, point, I noticed that country singers, they seem to like express their love for somebody and how much they love them and how much they want to chase after a woman and go after her. Yes, there's some breakup songs and all of that, but majority of them that I've been listening to is just like they're professing their love. And that's what I need right now. Like I am in a stage where I want somebody to love me for me. I don't want to be in the situation where I'm loving somebody more than they love their self. So because of that, just subconsciously, I think I'm on this country kick. Andrew Janakos, he has a song "Gone Too Soon." Like when I meet my Mr. Perfect, he has to sing that to me like every single day. So yeah, I'm on this country kick right now. Mo, I'm gonna throw it to you. What's in heavy rotation?
Well, I mean, I like how you preface your little stuff about the country and everything like that, because you know I'm going to say, being a big, huge fan of Beyonce, I am very much so appreciative of her recent drops of the country music tunes. However, I know a lot of people like the Texas Hold'em song more than the 16 carriages. I happen to be
16
one of the
carriages
ones
go
that,
hard.
huh?
No, I said that 16 carriages is
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying
yeah.
to tell you, from the moment I heard that, I was like, this is it. This is it right here. You know, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what everybody, not that I don't like Texas Hold'em, but I'm not sure what everybody sees in that one over 16 carriages. Because I mean, I feel like it's like a slightly autobiographical. How do you say it?
Autobiographical.
Thank you. You know,
Sure.
normally I don't struggle with words. However, today it seems to be a problem for me. However,
Public school.
it seems it has that aspect in it, and so that's on heavy rotation for me. And I like the fact that she's stepping out into that arena. And I want to say something that's that's been said before by other people, but I just like the fact that she keeps constantly reinventing herself, stepping into these arenas that people would say, you ain't really supposed to be in. So I'm here for it.
Okay. All right.
I got to piggyback on everything. First off, I'm a B fan too, and to say they can't step in an arena, we started it. Nobody want to talk about
We
it, but
did
okay.
start it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We
So that's
started it.
ours. So when
Come
they
on
say
now.
that's not her genre, it
It
is.
is.
It's ours.
It was
So
our
yeah,
ancestors. They
it's
whispered
ours.
in our ear.
It's ours.
Absolutely.
That is
Please do
that's,
your research and look that up. But yes, country music was actually ours first.
Charlie
So
Parker.
And cousin, come on to the other side with me. Country music is how it all starts. Now,
There you have
country
come.
music, I'm an equal
Oh,
opportunity dater because of that.
there you
Come
have
on
it.
over.
There
That's
you
how
have
it
it.
starts.
I do want to piggyback off one quick thing. Now, Mama Kim, you said you kind of took us around the block and around the corner 2 or 3 times, but what exactly were you listening to? Because I didn't catch that.
I was so mad.
I love Mary J. Blige.
I don't think you were You may not have heard her, but I think she said it was newer R&B. She's not familiar with the artist. She did say that. So,
Understandably.
Thank you, Hayward, for listening.
I understand it. I was listening as well. I just never heard the artist nor the song. That's
Okay, let me go back. So, in the rotation of the R&B, like I do like a little bit older. I have Take Me As I Am because of these American men that me and Mario are disagreeing about.
Oh, sounds like an upcoming topic.
It will be. Take Me As I Am is who I am. Every guy that I've dated has always changed or asked me to change something about me. So Mary J. Blige, Take Me As I Am is on this side, tatted on my back because it is Take Me As I Am. Do not change how I speak to you. Like I say Walmart with a K. I say the Ross. I say all these different things. Don't try to change that about me. I cuss a lot. I might not like to suck ding-a-ling, but take me as I am. And that's one of my songs on my playlist. Tank. I'm perfect. My teeth might not be as straight as they should be, but take me as I am. So that's one of the things that I go by every single day, even when I'm in the workplace, when I'm in my family place, when I'm in my relationship. I'm not perfect. Take me as I am, or have me nothing at all. So them are the things that I listen to, just like when I'm driving an hour and a half to work. Them the things that I listen to just to have motivation every day. But then I turn around. I was listening to Young Dolph, or Young Dolph, yeah.
Preach.
And that's my song. The guy, one of the PXT or HR guys, he said something. I said, I'm gonna take your ass to law school.
Said she liked to argue, so I sent that bitch to law school. Yeah.
I guess I'm old. I don't know who Young Dolph is.
Well, you know, Hayward, outside of Beyonce, all I listen to is Karen Clark Shear, so I don't have no idea what they're talking about either.
That's
oh my God. The lies detected on this podcast tonight. You hear me?
Hey, Mo, your screen went green.
Trigger alert.
Did y'all listen to Frank Sinatra?
Frank Sinatra hit.
I was familiar with that song. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like it? Oh, you said you was familiar.
I'm familiar. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay.
You're so cultured.
I like that.
Viewers, drop your selections. I know we're not in the era of burning and making CDs, but I definitely on any given day will definitely make a YouTube playlist. So please drop your selections down below. We would love to hear what's in your heavy rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Kim, while we're talking about taking you as you are, let's jump in this segment real quick. What are we eating? I'm gonna turn it over to you, and let's talk about what we're eating.
I gotta pray on this one, cause, but a couple months ago, when was that? Mo? When did we have the 7-layer salad?
I think we had it for.
Was it New Year's?
It might have been. Yeah.
So I've been on this kick.
Oh, Christmas Eve.
So I was on this kick, and I told Mo before I got here.
Mario's fine. That's fine. Yeah,
I know, because I'm not used to this, Mo, so I'm going back and forth. So Mario, he said, Kim, he said, hey, Mama Kim, what you eating? I said, grapefruit. He said, what? I said, you asked me what I'm eating. And I said, I'm eating grapefruit. That's what I've been eating on, because this while back I'm trying to lose before I go to Jamaica. I'm going in a month. But it's not working yet. So I ordered me some pills, just to be, quite honest. But
for these non-US men, go ahead.
These non-US men, honey, because but I made this 7-layer salad, and I have been eating a lot of salads here lately. And when I say that 7-layer salad was busting, and I took the bacon and put it on the side for Miss Tammy. Hey, Tammy. But it was so good because it was like, hey, make something different. And I can tell you the recipe and tell you everything that I put in there. But Mario always tell me, he said, could you put less sugar? I said, sugar is my love. That's how you make it better. So even though they say just a little bit of sugar, I put sugar in there and try to juice it up. But I use iceberg lettuce. People always like, oh, iceberg lettuce. But when I say that salad was so good with that homemade dressing, I put some sugar, some vinegar, some mayonnaise, some real like fresh dill in that dressing, and just layered it with iceberg lettuce, green pepper, red onions, peas, cheese, eggs. Oh my God. We was eating that in the morning for breakfast. I was like, damn, this shit is good. And usually like 7-layer salads, I'm like, this ain't really good. But when I made it, it was very, very, very good. So salads, grapefruit. I'm trying to not look thin, but just look healthy, plump. That's where I'm at.
Okay, then, Mama Kim, we see you getting it all together.
What you say, Mario?
Let the record show. I didn't have any offense to the sugar in, because I don't think it was any sugar in the 7-layer salad. I think I was referring to those potatoes. However, the 7-layer salad was good because I was like, oh my God, I ain't had this in forever and ever. It was really good. It was a nostalgic moment, honestly.
You'll have to make it for me, Kim, because I definitely want the 7 layers.
Look how I clean that up, Hayward.
What?
I clean that up.
Mo, what you saying? What you thinking? Y'all are crazy. What you recommending, crazy?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Well, what I've been eating here lately is a little piece of, actually, I was going to, I eat a lot of few things, but to keep it cute, I've been eating these, what's it called? Turkey burgers. And so initially I used to make my turkey burgers with, it wasn't really a turkey burger. It was like a turkey pork burger, stuff like that. But I've come to make these turkey burgers with just turkey meat and stuff like that. And so got pretty good at it. So that's what's really been on my menu. Put a little bell peppers, red and green bell peppers, a little onion, some spinach in there, mushrooms, and this, that, and the third, Worcestershire sauce, which helps to make it a little more tender. You gotta sometimes over season turkey meat just because it kind of sucks it all in and stuff like that. So you kind of over season, and I've been on this Jamaican jerk kick, so kind of found a balance of putting that in there without being too much, so it's not too salty and my feet don't swell, type of situation. But that's really been my thing. I make that up, mix it all up together, put it in the also I forgot garlic. Put it in the freezer or the refrigerator for a little bit, let it get cold before you form your turkey patties. Put that in the oven, bake it on 350 for about 35 minutes, stuff like that. You don't want to be overdone because if you have to reheat later on, you don't want it to be dry. But again, like I said, that Worcestershire sauce kind of helps it stay moist and stuff like that. We know how you. Never mind. Anyway, but it works for me, and it's good for me. Pop them in. Take it to work for lunch. Come home, eat them. Put them in the oven and stuff like that, or put them in the microwave rather to kind of heat them up and stuff like that. It's a quick little meal. And I don't feel like I'm really overindulging.
Okay, the chefs are speaking. We'll definitely get these recipes added to the website. All right, Hayward, what you thinking?
I don't have one specific recipe, but I will say, and I don't want to give out like a free ad, but I've been using a cooking service, where they deliver the ingredients and you make the food. So one of those, and it's actually been really good. Like we've had like
flavorful,
very flavorful. I've done like lettuce wraps with chicken, which were amazing. Yesterday I did like unfried chicken, so it was like chicken breast with like panko breadcrumbs and cheese mixture, and then like potato wedges. So I cut up some russet potatoes and then had some green beans with that, so that was really good. And I did one other one, I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but yeah, they've been really good. So just trying those and just trying to move forward with that. Now it's a little, it can be a little pricey, but I may be able to skate around that. So
okay.
I mean, I'm just trying to tell y'all, listen here. Here we are, sometimes eating ramen noodles and everything like that over here in this household, and here they are getting damn near catered meals. I
They're
love it. I love it.
they're not catered meals. Let's
It
just
to
say
me,
that.
to
No,
me,
not at
to
all.
me.
Because I'm still cooking. I'm dicing. I'm slicing. I'm
Come
sautéing.
on,
All
Dice
of
and
the above.
Slice.
You know.
Okay.
So
Ronnie, jump in. What you thinking? Get these all these chefs out the way before I give mine.
Before you give
Not
your
my
what?
league. This is not my league at all. At
I
all.
was, I was gonna say before you give your what.
Viewers, please know there's a restaurant recommendation coming soon. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna switch it to desserts. So I did, even though I did fry some cabbage this week.
Thank you, cousin. And Lord knows it has gone to a great cause. It does every time.
Um, I've had to make red velvet cupcakes like twice this week. Just the recipe is simple. It's my grandmother's recipe. But what she did differently was, you use your Keurig to make your coffee in the morning, and you some of your coffee grinds. Like you squeeze it out and put some of that in there. It just gives it like it does something to the chocolate. It just kicks. See how it kicks it. It does something and it kicks it up just a little. You don't need a lot of it, but just a little bit of that in there to kick it up. I can send the recipe for that. Icing is just a simple cream cheese. I
Oh.
I do the buttercream sometimes, but my kids really don't. So we have to do the cream cheese ice, and they don't like the hard stuff. But that's what I do. I always make an extra one so that I could crumble it on top too, a little cupcake on top. Oh, you
Come
know.
on, Real Velvet Cupcake. That sounds
So
good.
yeah.
I'm not a fan of red velvet cake, but I support you in making that. So
Thank you.
yes, you're
I'm
welcome.
not either, but it's really good.
Really? Okay.
I promise you, it's really. I'm not maybe because it's red, but it actually tastes really good, and ice is good, and it's
Okay.
homemade, so it's
Okay.
something
Yeah.
just to think. But that those coffee grinds, it just gives a little. I don't know what it is, y'all. But it does kick it up. It does something like it makes that. I don't know. It makes that chocolate. It just does something to it. So
Mm,
yeah,
okay. All
I
right.
got y'all when I come to Texas. I got everybody good.
Well, now that we have the chefs out the way, for those viewers that are in the situation where I wouldn't know how to boil water, and you need a great recommendation, and maybe you're on a health journey. Donato's Pizza. If you are a pizza head, which I am, how can you have pizza on a great health journey? Well, you can. Donato's Pizza has a great cauliflower crust pizza, and you cannot taste the difference. It's like you're just eating regular pizza, and it's absolutely amazing. So, you guys will have to jump out there and try that and let us know how it goes. All right. So, this thing will be ending soon, but we always like to end on a high note. So, the last segment of this podcast will be called Let Me Lift You Up. And we're going to jump over to Hayward in the Dallas, Texas area to go ahead and take us out on a high note. Go ahead, Hayward.
All right, guys. Well, this has been amazing. It's been wonderful working with all of you crazy people. I love y'all. But so, with this being Black History Month, I wanted to just kick it off that way and just say that, we are such a formidable people just as Black people in general. And I just love, regardless of everything that we've been through, all the adversity, we just somehow managed to power through and make the best out of our lives. And, we never complain, we push forward. And that's just what I want us to do, like in this week coming up, just as the powerful kings and queens that we are, like just make sure that we're always holding our heads high and walking forward in our truths, because, they try to keep us down, but we just forge forward. And I love that about us. And I love my people. And I just want us to just see each other for who we are and just always understand that, we all have a light inside of us that can shine brightly. So let's just make sure that we keep nurturing that and just living that dream that our ancestors wanted. So
Thank you. We appreciate that. Absolutely. Viewers, please let us know if you guys have topics, if you have ideas that you can share with us that we can discuss. We'll love to hear those. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe below. And we would just like to thank you for our first segment of Off Topic Podcast. Appreciate you guys, Mario. Thanks for having this grand idea, and I hope it comes together.